Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 8 of Across America from Tenino, Washington. And this is my camp from last night. I've actually started tearing stuff down already, so it doesn't look like much of a camp. I, for a change, woke up early and got out of bed early this morning. I wanted to get an earlier start today. So I'm in it's a nice little town here. I'm in this is actually a closed campsite, and it was getting late last night, and I was looking for a place to wild camp. I came into this town, was kind of just planning on passing through, and then I ended up having a very minor, silly problem with my bike as I was getting onto this bike path down here at this city park, and so I stopped and I was fixing my bike, and this young man came up and started talking to me from the community here, and he was telling me about this closed campground down here. I saw it on a map, and as I passed it, I was going to take a look at it on my way out of town anyway to see if maybe it was a possibility. And he said people kind of just come down here and camp, so I did, and yeah, it was nice. Looks like it hasn't probably been closed that long. There's still picnic benches and stuff out here, and so yeah, it was a great find. So today we're going to be heading on towards the Cascades. Definitely going to be making the climb, either part of it today or all of it tomorrow. We'll just kind of see what the day brings, but we're going to get camp cleaned up here and packed up, and I'm gonna there's a restaurant just up here in town. I'm gonna go up there and grab some breakfast this morning, and then we'll be heading out. So we'll see you out there on the trail today. Okay, so getting ready to get underway here for day 8. This is the trail that we're going to be starting out on today, and just give you a little look here. They got a nice sign up here, shows the distances. It's a 20 and a half mile trail. I don't believe I go to Lacey. I think Yelm might cut off and go a different direction, but 14 miles starting out on the trail, and I'm looking forward to that. There's been a lot of people taking off from it here as I've been getting prepared to go this morning, and I've been here in this beautiful city park here. I was here last night. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I actually had a little problem with the bike last night. It was a very strange thing. I was coming into the town I stayed in last night, into this town, to Reno, I think it's called. But I'm terrible. I've already forgotten it, and I just said it 5 minutes ago. But I came into this town, and I rolled. All of a sudden, I just started having stuff hanging up in my back fender, and I stopped and looked at it. Couldn't figure out why. So I got to this park. It wasn't really impeding me, and it didn't appear to be doing any damage. But I had to take the bags off the bike. I flipped it upside down, started rolling the tire around, trying to figure out what was going on. Well, I found it pretty quickly. It was a piece of gum had stuck to kind of right at the edge of the tire, and it was picking up rocks as it went through the fender, and it would stop, and then it would start again. So it sounded like it was like something really going wrong with that fender back there, but it was tight and everything. But when I found the gum and scienced it out and got the gum off of it as best I could, problem went away. So, and I ended up camping here last night anyway, so it was the end of the day. I guess if you're gonna have something silly like that happen, the end of the day is a good time. So anyway, we're gonna get on the trail here, and we'll speak to you as we go down the road today, heading towards the Cascades here in our first mountain pass crossing tomorrow. So here we go. Tenino is the name of the town. Tenino to Yelm Trail, actually to Lacey. We're going to Yelm on it. So 14 miles. We'll go through the town of Rainier first at 8.5. And then at Yelm, I think we cut off and start going more easterly. I think this is kind of a more northerly track here for a while from what I remember from the map. Well, I probably ought to load the route too. This trail just got a whole lot more interesting. It's just closed in on tight woods on either side. It's nice and cool down in here. Because out there in the sun, it's warm today. And we're just off the state highway down here to my right. I'm about a mile, I think, out of the town of Rainier. And then I'll have about 6 more miles of this to get me up to Yelm. And then I think it looks like that's kind of open country again after that for a while, but I'm not sure. It might be a little more woodsy. We are heading up into the national park here now, so. But yeah, just beautiful, beautiful riding this morning. Morning, guys. A lot of bikes out here today. I don't need anything, so I'm just going to continue on to Yelm. Keep moving. I got an earlier start today. I want to take advantage of it a little bit earlier, not a lot. But. So I'm fairly certain that this mountain up here on the, pull it back a little, to the right, I think it's probably coming in as Mount Rainier. It's hard to get a look at it because I keep going back and forth into the trees. So I stopped at a little fruit stand wine tasting place, and no, I didn't taste any wine because I'd be camping in his yard here if I did. Yeah, I'm just not a wine person. But stopped this little fruit stand. I was talking to the guy that runs it in here, and he was telling me there were some places on the property here where I can get some really good views of Mount Rainier. He's telling me all about Mount Rainier because it's been really well in view for the last couple of days. I didn't realize it. I probably knew this and forgot it, but it's the highest mountain in the continental United States, and that's why there's so much snow up there, because it's 14,700 feet. So I should be getting a pretty good view of it, right? Wow, there, and you're getting it at the same time with me. Let me see if I can give you a little better look here. But there it is. And he said there's some really good views of it from the property here, and boy, that's one. Wow. I am just kind of in the foothills now, starting to climb a little bit up that direction. As I said before, I got to go around to the south of it and then go up through a couple of passes up there to get around it, but they're not anywhere near that high. They're about not even 5,000 feet. So this is the traffic coming down from Mount Rainier National Park. Yeah, I'm about halfway through a 4-mile climb here. This is the easy part. I think I got a couple of miles on it yet. This is why I didn't want to come up here on Friday or Saturday. It would have been well, I would have made it up here Friday, but coming up here yesterday would not have been fun. Well, I'm about, it's a 4.6 mile climb. I'm about, I think, 3.5 miles into it. I've got about a mile to go. I got a little flat spot here. So I start climbing again. And then I got a couple of probably 6% grades, 4 to 6% grades to finish off to get to the top of this. I think I peak out at about 1,900 feet, so I got about 800 to go yet. And this isn't even the climb. The one tomorrow, which is, I think it's going to be almost 2,000 feet of climbing, but it's pretty straight up. This one's been up and down. I've gained some and lost some on it. Right now I'm losing, and I'll start climbing again here pretty soon. I am calling it a day here at Alder Lake. This is a pretty good spot for me to stop. I only did 45 miles today. Decent climbing day, about 1,800 feet, I think, something like that. Just saw a place that I could stop and camp, and it's in a campground here. It's right on this lake. It's a beautiful lake. I think there's actually access to get down there. I might throw my swim trunks on and go have a swim because it's been pretty hot today, and I could use a little bit of a cool off, so I might run down and do that before I set up camp. But at any rate, it's a commercial campground. Got everything I need here. I can actually got stuff over there charging. I got a bunch of electronics that need charging after 2 days, and so I'll get that done tonight. But yeah, so this is where I'll be tonight and tomorrow. I'm actually sitting about 33 miles from the summit of the first pass I have to go across tomorrow. I may only do one of them. I don't know yet. It's going to depend on how I'm feeling, but I'll certainly get over that one tomorrow, and we'll just kind of figure out if we're going to go ahead and do White Pass tomorrow and then stay I would be staying at the top of that and then making a run into Yakima on Tuesday. So that's either going to happen Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll just see how tomorrow goes. So right now I'm going to get camp set up and call it the end of day 8.